On the day of Pascha, the day of the resurrection of Christ, we greet each other with the words, "Christ is risen." We hear the wonderful words of Apostle Paul, transferred by St. John the Chrysostom, in which the apostle addresses death itself. Where is thy sting? Where is thy victory? You do not exist anymore. And when we leave the festive atmosphere of the feast, we face the tragedy of our real life and the life of our close ones. Then we have a question. Why is it said that there is no death if people die? Quite often we say that one has not died but reposed. A person reposes after all the affairs of this world. He begins communion with God after he has passed this difficult way of preparation. As it was said in one of the ancient liturgies, one falls asleep in this world to open his eyes in the next world, which is full of God's love and grace, and which is called the kingdom of heaven. For Christ has said that the kingdom is inside us, and all the spiritual luggage which a person has gathered in this world will move to the next life as well. And quite often it becomes a serious hindrance on the way to God and does not let us accept God's love. Saint Isaac the Syrian wrote, "Do not think that those who are tortured in hell are tortured by God. They are hid by the whip of God's love. Incapability to accept God's love leads to the sufferings in the future life. And we, the Christians, who greet each other wholeheartedly on the day of the resurrection, and who know that the death of any Christian is not the reason for grief, but the reason for joy. According to St. Gregory of Nyssa, one should understand that the love, feeding the feeling of sorrow and loss of a close one, should transfigure in the light of Christ's love. It should turn into our prayer for this person. We should not grieve for the people who are going to repose, for it is the way of the whole world. We need to understand that we all will walk this path. When we pass the door of death, we will see the transfigured sense of this dreadful event. We will see death in the glory of the resurrection of Christ. Patriarch Athenagoras of Constantinople wrote, "The more of our loved ones repose, the stronger we become in this life, the stronger our faith in the kingdom of Christ and our prayer become." Our prayer, fed by the love of our reposed close ones, friends and acquaintances, lets us stand near the coffin of a close person, remaining firm in our faith. We should accept this as a gift from God, as a possibility to limit evil inside ourselves, to save us from ourselves. This makes us more confident in the fact that after our death and after the general resurrection, we will meet again in the transfigured kingdom of God.
Всеобщего воскресения мы будем все вместе в преображенном Царстве Божьем.